morning, everybody, and welcome to Investigating God's Word with our Superbook show. Now, today, boys and girls, and everybody, and hopefully some of the parents watching us, we are talking about keeping it real, coincidence. Now, I wonder what that means. Do you know what the word coincidence means? Well, it's something like this. Let me give you an example. It's like when you're planning to do something, and then right at the last minute, you change your mind and you do something else, and then when you get there, say for instance you were going to this shop, but then you land up going to that shop, you meet someone and they say, "Oh, I can't believe that I've bumped into you today. It must be a coincidence because I've been thinking of you so much and I wanted to phone you and I really would love to sit down with you and just talk to you." And maybe they have issues, maybe they have problems. And that is what the example is of a coincidence. It's something that you haven't planned and then it happens and you go, well, maybe there was an opportunity for me. Maybe there was a reason for me. It is a coincidence that I'm here, but it also brings opportunity. Now, in our Superbook show today, we listen to Miriam and to Jessica. Now, one of them has got an amazing opportunity to join a very prestige club. Now, prestige means a very important club that has lots of influence and brings lots of opportunities for her. And it's got all to do with maths. Now, I don't want to give away too much what they're going to be speaking about, but what I want you to hear and understand is that God gives us sometimes opportunities for you to do something for someone or to change a situation. Now, if you watched our movie on Sunday, it was all about Queen Esther and how she was brave and she overcame her fear and she actually went to the king and stood up for her people, and then they were saved. And I want to say that she had the opportunity to make a difference. That was no coincidence that she was in the kingdom, in the king's palace at that time. Now, I just want to read you the passage in Esther that actually explains this beautifully. And you will also see in our Superbook show that they're going to talk about it. And we find it in Esther 4. And it says, I'm going to read verse 13 and 14 to you guys. Then Mordecai gave orders to say to Esther, "Just because you live in the king's palace, don't think that out of all the Jews, you alone will escape. Then you might keep quiet at this time, then someone else will help and save the Jews. But you and your father's family will also all die. And who knows, you may have been chosen the queen for just such a time as this." And what that means, boys and girls, is that Queen Esther got an opportunity to make a difference. It wasn't a coincidence that she was in the king's palace as the queen at that moment. But I don't want to say anything too much more. Let's quickly go to the video and listen to Jessica and Miriam, and then we'll come back. Okay, let's go.
Welcome to the Superbook show with Jessica and Mariah for another segment of Keeping It Real. Are you okay?
I mean, I guess I got into the honors program at my school.
Wow, that sounds really great.
And my mom wants me to do it.
I don't think I see the problem.
You wouldn't. You probably love school and teachers and work.
I mean, I do, but this is a really big deal. Why don't you want to do it?
I don't want to do more work. And plus, I always finish with time to hang out with my friends. And plus, I'm scared.
Don't tell me you're scared of a little homework.
Yes. I had a dream last night, and my parents had to rush in my room because of all of my screaming.
Whoa, really?
Yes, really. Do you want to know what I was dreaming about?
What?
fractions.
Fractions?
This is no joke. There were these two crazy, deranged pies. They kept screaming word problems at me. They kept stuffing slices of pie in my face, saying things like, "Oh, how many slices are left? We have uncommon denominators. We are different flavors." We're different flavors. Okay. Seriously, though, if I go into this honors program, I'm going to have to go to these new classes and meet these new teachers and do this new work. And what if I just can't do it?
You know who you remind me of? Esther.
Does she like math? What grade is she in?
Esther from the Bible. God gave Esther the ultimate opportunity. She went from being an orphan girl to being the queen of a whole nation. And then when she was queen, there was an evil man who was trying to kill her people, the Jews. And Esther was scared to do something about it. But then her cousin asked her an important question that changed her life.
What was that?
If you remain silent, deliverance will arise for the Jews from another place. Mordecai also said, "Who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this?"
Mordecai was saying, maybe it's not a coincidence that you're in the palace, and maybe God gave you that opportunity so that you can do something great. Esther ended up saving a whole nation of people because she overcame her fear and took that opportunity that God gave her.
And so you're saying I shouldn't be afraid of this new opportunity?
Yeah, you got it. You had me scared there for a second.
Not as scared as I was when I dreamed about those fractions. I woke up shaking and crying. "Crazy Pie Man's coming, Mama! He's coming!"
Okay, and what did your parents do when they found you in your room like that?
They gave me some warm milk and 1/8 of a pie. Slept like a baby. Coincidence? I think not.
His word is forever alive. We hope you liked today's Superbook show.
Don't forget to comment any advice you have for people like me below.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
You can find us at Facebook or at superbook.cbn.com for more games, movies, and more.
And please keep sending in your questions for our Keeping It Real segments. We love hearing from you.
See you next time.
Wow, boys and girls, wasn't that just fun listening to Jessica and Miriam? Now, I wonder, maybe you guys need to sit this week and just talk about it in your family. Talk about it with your friends. Maybe you have been given an opportunity, or maybe God has placed you in a group of friends, or maybe your family needs you. We don't know. God will give you opportunities to overcome your fear, like with Esther, and make a difference in somebody's life. Maybe it is just to listen to them. Maybe it is to give them food. Maybe it is to help them out. Maybe giving them a lift to school. I don't know. But what I do know, boys and girls, from what I have read about Esther, what I have heard about Miriam and Jessica speaking about, that there is no such thing as just coincidence. God will use every opportunity that He can to make sure that people hear Him, know about Him, and that you have the opportunity to love your neighbor like yourself. And you see, when God gives you that opportunity, we can fulfill. That means we can do what God has commanded us, and that is to love our neighbor. You can find opportunities this week. Find that coincidences this week, boys and girls, where you have been placed like Queen Esther in a situation where you can make a difference, okay? And then, you know what? You can send us some of your experiences this week, or what have changed, or where God put you to make a difference. And you can do it on our WhatsApp Connect. Your parents can actually type it on there. You can even email me, liana@gracepoint.co.za. And even on our kids' Facebook page, you can leave a little message to us and say, wow, you know what? After hearing this message, I definitely looked at things differently, and I realized that God has given me opportunity to do this and this and this. I wasn't here or there just by coincidence. All right, now you have a fantastic week, and I will see you back here next week for another Investigating God's Word with the Super Club, with the Super Show. Okay, Superbook Show. All right, have a wonderful week. Bye-bye, everyone.